The smart money technique, divergence indicator for crypto, is available for various platforms on the TradingFinder website. From this section, you can download the indicator file for the MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5 platforms and run it on the chart. Also, grand traders can refer to this page to learn how the indicator works. We select the indicator file from the navigator section and run the indicator by dragging the file onto the chart. Just make sure to enable the Allow DLL Imports option in the Common Settings and then click the Confirm button. Once the indicator is installed on the chart, it starts searching and drawing. SMT Divergences on crypto symbols. SMT Divergence for crypto indicator is a handy tool suitable for identifying profitable divergences and bearish divergences on crypto symbols. Of course, this indicator has the ability to identify and display breakouts. The SMT divergences also apply to other symbols which you need to set in the Our Settings section. In this part, I will close the navigator window, and by selecting the overlapping option, I will display other symbols. Once the indicator is applied to the chart, two other symbols will also be shown for you. Just make sure to keep in mind that when applying the indicator to the chart, you should definitely have your first indicator symbol selected. For example, here, I will apply the settings. In the input section, the first option and our first symbol is BTC/USD, which here is also our first symbol, BTC/USD. When running the indicator on the chart, you must be on the BTC/USD symbol and then run the indicator, which is located in the next section with our second symbol and in the next section with our thumb symbol. In the first section of the settings, there are display settings, theme settings, or the indicator's dedicated template, which has three modes. Dark mode, which applies a dark template to the chart, light mode, which applies a bright template to the chart, and the template that is applied to my charts. And by selecting the auto option, only the color of the candles will change, and the profitable candles will change to light green, and the bearish candles will change to light red. In the next section, you can place the symbols you want. You can choose your first symbol, your second symbol, and along with the third symbol, in the next section, you can change the settings related to divergences. In the divergences section, there are three divergence modes available, and by default, the third mode is active. I will disable this option and activate the first divergence mode, which allows me to identify the first type of divergences and display them on the chart. The first divergence mode is for swings. In BetQSD, the second swing is higher, forming a bullish trend. In Ethereum, the second swing is also higher, creating a bullish trend. In Solana, the second swing is lower, forming a bearish trend. Now, in settings, I will disable the first mode. In second divergence settings, determine swing distance. Default swing distance is 1 candle, adjustable. Our second swing is higher than the first swing, forming a bullish trend here. However, in our third symbol, Solana, the second swing is lower than the first swing, creating a bearish trend, which identifies a bearish divergence for us. Now, moving to the settings section, I will disable the first mode. In the second divergence settings, you can determine the distance between swings. By default, the maximum distance between two swings is set to 1 candle, but you can adjust this value to be greater or lesser. I activate the second mode of divergence and then I confirm. In the first symbol, you can see the divergence. The divergence is a two-candle pattern that is similar to the first type of divergence, but with the difference that it examines two candles together. In the other two symbols, in our first symbol, BTC is located, which has made one low compared to the first candle. In the second chart, we have Ethereum, where its second candle has made a higher high compared to the first candle. The third candle is from the Solana chart, which also shows that its second candle has made a higher high compared to the first candle. Here, the second and third charts have higher highs, forming an upward trend, while in the first chart, we have formed a downward trend. Now I'm going to deactivate the second scenario and activate the third one in the divergence. In the third scenario, I'm deactivating the second scenario and activating the third one. In the third mode divergence, divergence is a measure of liquidity that examines past volatility and displays it on a chart. For example, in our first symbol, the BTC symbol, a liquidity level was identified and the price moved down and consumed this level. This level is used up, meaning the candle closes below the level completely, breaking the level. But in the SWAM symbol and our durability symbol, namely Ethereum and Solana, we see that in the Solana symbol, the price has not reached its liquidity level. Also, Ethereum has not reached its liquidity level in this section, and here, a divergence is identified for us. In the upper section, we can see a liquidity level in this section. Bitcoin moved up in this part but failed to break this liquidity level. But in this part, we see that the price was able to move up on the 25th. Here, the date is also the 25th, and in this section we also have the date 25, where in both the Ethereum and Solana charts we see that the price has moved upwards and consumed the liquidity level. However, in Bitcoin we see that it hasn't managed to consume the liquidity level or break it. Here I'm selecting the dark template, and then I'll hit Confirm. Here, the dark template has been applied, giving us a dark theme for the chart. Well, friends, we've reached the end of this tutorial on the indicator. We'd be happy to have you share your comments and suggestions with us in the comments section.